Another big trade has occurred in the NBA as Chris Paul has been traded from the Washington Wizards to the Golden State Warriors in exchange for Jordan Poole and future draft assets. This trade is kind of surprising to me, I won't even lie, just because of the team that Chris Paul was being sent to and how much the Wizards actually got back for him. Chris Paul, I didn't think had as much value as Jordan Poole and future draft assets, but we're seeing this happen now, and this is the third day in a row where we've had a big-time NBA trade. First it was Bradley Beal, then yesterday was Kristaps Porzingis for Marcus Smart and draft picks, and now it's Chris Paul for Jordan Poole. And this is a really weird and interesting trade to unpack, just because now the Warriors have an aging Chris Paul to go alongside with an aging core in Curry and Klay Thompson and Draymond Green, if Draymond Green ends up coming back. And the Warriors all of a sudden have a lot of question marks because Jordan Poole is supposed to be the player of the future, and their owner had just come out and said that he wanted to have Jordan Poole around for the next few years after they had signed him to a supermax contract, or a maximum contract, this last season. So I don't really know what the Warriors' direction in this was, because how I saw it was I thought they were going to start to try to retool for the future, get some good young players to prepare for when Steph Curry's gone, but they traded possibly their best young player for a guy who's out of his prime and has been injury prone the last few seasons. For the Wizards, this is an amazing trade because they got rid of Bradley Beal and Kristaps Porzingis in the last couple days, and now they're trading for a guy who's young and just entering his prime. And now we'll have to see how Jordan Poole fits into their future plans and what they plan to do with Kyle Kuzma. But Jordan Poole is only 24 years old, and he can fit into the future plans of the Washington Wizards, because if they can get some serious draft capital, and as well as trading maybe Kyle Kuzma for young players or picks and drafting well the next couple seasons, they could make a very interesting team around Jordan Poole and their future draft picks. And I'm very intrigued to see kind of what happens with this Wizards team, because I don't know what they're trying to do. And we have to see what these future draft assets look like, because is it a first round pick? I doubt it. At least not an unprotected first round pick, I can imagine. But if the Washington Wizards were able to trade Chris Paul, who they weren't planning on keeping anyways, for Jordan Poole and a first round pick, then they just finessed the Golden State Warriors. Like, I can't even wrap my head around how brain dead the Warriors would have to be to do that. But we'll see what the future draft assets are that they're giving up. But I think Jordan Poole is gonna also really benefit from this trade, just because he'll be able to kind of lead his own team, because the Wizards are rebuilding. They're not trying to win now. They traded Bradley Beal, who was their 30-point per game scorer. They traded Kristaps Porzingis, who averaged 23 a game last year. And now Jordan Poole can kind of run his own offense. He can kind of do his own thing. And that will probably be good for his development, as while this team is losing, he can spend his age 24, 25, and 26 seasons maybe kind of trying to just figure out his game, and then when it comes time for his next big contract, when he's 27, 28 years old, then he can kind of cash in, and whether the Wizards are a winning team by then and he resigns there, or he goes to a contender at 27, 28 years old, then he can really have developed and matured as a player. So we'll really see. But I'm kind of wondering on the Golden State Warriors end how they're going to run Chris Paul in their lineup, because they already have a point guard in Steph Curry. They have a shooting guard in Klay Thompson, and they have a center in Kevon Looney. Other than that, their future is very unsure, because Draymond Green just opted out of his contract. There's talks that he might go to the Lakers, and we'll see, because I just really don't know. So I don't know if Chris Paul is going to come off the bench. I'm sure that as a seasoned veteran, he doesn't really want to do that. So I wonder, are they going to run Chris Paul, Steph Curry, and Klay Thompson? That's a very undersized backcourt. But we'll have to see what they do. So let me know what you think of this trade in the comment section below, and I'll keep you updated with more details and more trades if they seem to come out. God bless you all, and I hope you have an amazing day. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.